Hello everyone. Oh, you don't need to see that. Hello everyone, sorry about that. Today is a rainy day. And I wasn't going to come on tonight. I didn't end up going out to see Charlie because the weather is just rainy and miserable and I didn't want to take any chances of driving. It's like 20-25 minutes away. So I'm going to go tomorrow. Hopefully the weather will be better. But anyway, I would like to tell you, the thing that we worked on last night, and I told you I didn't particularly like it. Well, I did a little, let me get some of this off the front. I did a little Cheryl touches. Whenever something goes wrong, I try to figure out a way to solve the problem or make it look better. And I mean, it's not perfect, but I had this gold, where the heck is it? Gold sparkle in my crafting. It's I think I got it in Walmart years ago, about 2-3 years ago. And I got to thinking, instead of painting over the white spots that came off when I took the letters off, I've got that gold trim. So I put some gold trim on there, and honestly, it made it, I can't get the snowflake off, so it stays. It kind of looks a little better. I mean, it's not beautiful, and I'm certainly not going to brag about it, but I think it's cute, and I am going to put my pencils or paint brushes in because the little glass jar I have is getting pretty full. So I wanted to show you that first. I always try to work something out and try to make it better. Second thing I want to tell you is what I'm going to do tonight. I wanted to do something, and this thing crossed my mind. I'm going to start doing these little, what I'm going to call pop videos, and have a little quiz for you guys. And along with the quiz, it could be a little, what is the word? Hold on. A little clue about what I'm working on. So let me just tell you this. Someone, my neighbor, knows I craft, and she gave me an 8x10 picture frame, so you know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to do the message board that you saw in the beginning of the video. So I want to ask you a question, and I want to see who's watching. I told you I'm watching you. I want to know who's watching my video, so we're going to have a little quiz. And this quiz that I'm going to do with you has to do with a clue of what I am making and who it's for. So I want to ask you a question, and I want to see who answers it. What is the most popular M&M color? Okay, I want you to write it in the comments on this video only this video. What is the most popular M&M's color? First thing that hits your mind, okay? Okay. Now, think about that, and I'm going to be back, and I'm going to first paint this with the Waverly chalk paint, and because it is a kind of it's an inexpensive frame, but I got it free, and I want to cover this up so that I can paint it whatever color you guys say. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to give me an answer. So, did you think about the color? Okay. Well, I know a lot of you probably are going to Google it, but I'm going to tell you. It is red. So that is the first little clue of what I'm doing here. I am putting the white base coat onto this frame, and we're going to let it dry. I just want to show you how I'm doing this real quickly. It always helps to do a base coat, like white. Usually I like to use sometimes that light yellow, only because that's what I have around, laying around white. But white is the best. Nice base coat, because like I said, it helps adhere the color that you put on to the frame. So we'll be back. So while I'm waiting for this to dry, the white base coat on this frame that I'm making, message board, I wanted to tell you that I'm going to try my best Tuesday to do the Chit Chat Tuesday about my grandmother. I received a letter from my niece, who is the most beautiful person you'd ever want to meet. She is in her late 30s. She's gorgeous. She looks like she's 20. She has the most beautiful heart of anyone that I know. A few, but she's one of them. Just like her mother. Her mother is my sister-in-law, Carol, that I talk a lot about, who helped me get through life without a mother. She was like a sister to me. It still is. She is my sister. So her daughter is so beautiful and so wonderful, and she has so much more information about my grandmother that I didn't even know, and my grandmother raised me. So this is the letter she sent me, and it's she's very precise about everything. And I know it's backwards, but I'm going to do this on Tuesday because I want to have my head straight. I want everything to be perfect when I talk about her, because she is a very special woman. I don't know, like I have said before, I don't know where I would be in life without my grandmother moving in and taking care of me and my two brothers. Strong. I'm just going to tell you one story about my time with her. She, like I said, she raised us from the time I was 5 until I left home and got married. This is just one story that I'll never forget. My mother died when I was 5. It was very tragic. Someday I'll talk about it. And sudden. So my grandmother said, the kids stay together, and I'm going to move in and I'm going to help you raise them. That's what she told my father. So she moved in, and she had her own place in Absecon, a cute little trailer, which we all loved, until we sold the property after my father passed away. And she moved in and she raised us. Imagine, she was like 65 years old, raising 2, 5, and a 7-year-old. So the year my mother died, I was 5 and I was turning 6, and I had to start school. Now we didn't have kindergarten back then. We had, you just went right into first grade, and I went into Catholic school because my mother was a devout Catholic. So I started school, and you have to remember now, I had just lost my mother. I was totally confused, afraid. These nuns terrified me. And this one nun, especially my nun, her name was Sister Mary Margarine. I'll never forget it. And I was like I think I just turned 6. And she would hit me over the knuckles with a ruler. She would pull my hair because I used to put my head down and go to sleep. I was probably suffering depression. Back then, you didn't go see a therapist. You just dealt with it. And so I went home and I told my grandmother I'm terrified of her. What happened was my grandmother dropped me off to go into the Catholic school, and I hid underneath the stairwell and never went in. Well, I got caught, and they told my grandmother, and she asked me why, and I said, Grandma, we used to call her Gram. I still do. I said, the nun hits me and pulls my hair. She said, what? I said, yeah. Well, my grandmother, I'll never forget it, she didn't make me go to school that day. She drove me to school, demanded to speak to the Mother Superior, and the Mother Superior sent me in a little room. And I remember I was playing teacher by myself. They had like a typewriter, and you probably don't even know what that is, and a chalkboard, and I was playing, and I heard my grandmother yelling in the hallway. So she called out the sister that hit me and pulled my hair, and I heard her say this: if she ever puts a hand on my granddaughter again, I'm going to wipe the floor up with her right in front of the Mother Superior and the nun. Well, the nun, so I heard, transferred to another school after that. And my grandmother said to her, "Don't you realize my granddaughter is 6 years old and just lost her mother in December?" And I don't know how that made her feel, but the Mother Superior was furious with the nun. And they did that back then. They would hit you, pull your hair. And so I did very poorly in first grade. I never went to kindergarten. I didn't learn how to write. I felt like a total failure as a little girl. And it really damaged me in a lot of ways. And thanks to my grandmother sticking up for me and making sure that someone was, looking out for me, she said, "You're not going back to that school anymore. I'm putting you in public school." And I'm sure it was a financial strain on my father to keep me in Catholic school. So she put me in public school, and I didn't excel, but I did much better. And then I went on later and went to college and realized I wasn't stupid like I thought all my life. I always felt like I wasn't a capable enough person because of that nun. She made me feel so stupid. Anyway, I wanted to tell you that short story. I hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of makes me want to cry, but I'm not going to cry. So this is almost dry. And so the favorite color of, the most popular color of M&M is red. So that's a clue. And I want you to tell me what you thought was the favorite color right off the bat, real fast. So we're going to color this red, okay? And so we're going to call this, I'm going to call these like pop quiz or pop videos, okay? Oh, if I can get this open, I'll be right back. Okay, we have the red. This is a, it's an apple barrel paint that you can get in Walmart or AC Moore. It's called Flag Red. That's what I'm going to paint it. Now, I'm not going to keep you on here the whole time, just for a few seconds so I can show you that we're going to do this together. Let me find the right paintbrush. So I'm going to start it and then I'll finish it off. No, that's not a good one. I'm going to finish it. This is a good one. Always keep a wet paper towel or a paper towel near you so you can dab your paint brushes. We're at 13 minutes. I'm going to start this paint the whole thing. We're probably going to put 2 coats on it, and I will be back. Think about that now. M&Ms. Okay, we have it all red. I painted it all red. Now I have the fan on it. There you go. Isn't it pretty? And we're going to wait for it to dry. Once it dries, I'm going into my stash of crafting materials and looking for exactly what I need. As a matter of fact, I'm probably just going to need, I'm thinking definitely my paint pen, because I have to do a little drawing on here. I don't think I have all the little things in my head I need. But, so the hint is M&Ms, okay? This is why I'm doing this picture board. You guys may not know anything about what I'm talking about, because every now and then I mention that I'm watching you guys, that I watch your videos religiously. If I like your videos, I am on it every single night. I go in my room because I have trouble sleeping, especially without my baby here, and I watch all your videos, and I pay attention. Let's put it that way. So that's a hint. And I'll be back and give you a couple more hints. Hi, everyone. Okay, so we're back to waiting on this red paint to dry. It's taken a little bit longer than I thought, but it's almost there. But while it's drying, I had to brainstorm a little bit about your second clue. And it's not going to be a very good clue, but nevertheless, I'm going to just say it. I had all these letters that I was thinking of putting on, like I normally do on my message boards. I had, you know, the gold, the white, the pretty teal blue, and I don't know, it wasn't working for me. So I already told you M&M's is one of the clues, and I want to I know this, I don't want to give it away, but this craft that I'm doing involves 3D. All right, somebody likes 3D because I hear it a lot. So I have these wooden letters. There's a whole pile of them over there on the couch. I just went through because I'm missing a lot of letters, and I save them all in hopes that I have the letters I want. Well, I have them, and 2 are already painted like an orangey color. Oh wait, wrong way. And so I'm saving them because M&M's, there are orange M&M's, and of course there's chocolate M&M's, and the name of this color is, you ready, dark chocolate. And I know there are blue M&M's, and this color is peacock blue, and I know they're definitely yellow M&M's, so this is, I think it's probably just, it's called melted butter, and it's acrylic paint. And I do have, I don't know what I'm going to put on as far as trinkets, but I have all these pens that I may need to write something or draw something on. So there's blue, and this pretty gold, and silver, which is like a, it's just a marker, permanent marker, and then the white, like chalky kind of. So I have them all ready to go, but for now I'm going to paint my letters, and I'll be back. And hopefully this thing will be dry, the frame. Hello. Okay, so we have our letters colored like M&M's, chocolate, the orange. I have 1 blue, 1 yellow with polka dots, and green. I think they're so pretty. So the next clue I'm going to give you is rocks. Rocks. So this is still drying. I have to make sure it's totally dry before I glue these letters on there. And but as I said, I got this frame free. My neighbor, all my neighbors know I'm crafters. I mean, almost my whole half a floor, they have my wreaths on their doors. So trust me, they all know I craft. And so she gave me that picture frame. She said, can you use it? I said, oh yeah. And I knew right away I wanted to make something for someone. So the third clue is rocks, M&M's, 3D. If you can guess who I'm making this for, this is the 4th clue. By tomorrow at, I'm going to give you to tomorrow at 3 o'clock because like I said, I am paying attention to who actually watches my videos. If you can guess who I'm making this for, just say it in the comments. I'll give you till 3 o'clock tomorrow, and I'm going to look them over. I'm going to take the ones that guessed it right. I'm going to put their names in a bucket, separate from my main bucket. This is my main bucket here with all of you, my subscribers. And they're all in here, but I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use, this is for other giveaways. I'm going to use a separate little thing, and even if you guess wrong, your name's going to go into a little bucket, and I'm going to pull a name, whether you guessed right or wrong, and they're going to win something tomorrow. Okay? So this is for the big giveaways, and this is I'm going to call it a pop video. It's a pop video, and I decided every now and then I'm going to do this. I'm going to have like a little pop quiz to see who's paying attention, who's watching my channel. I really appreciate all you guys. I really do. This is something that has kept me going every day, my life was getting pretty dreary there. I mean, my whole life was the puppy, and the puppy isn't here every day. He will be here, but he's not here every day. And this kind of brought me back to life. I kind of gave up there for a while. I'm like, okay, I got cancer, so what else am I going to do? I'm just going to live with my daughter and whatever. And this YouTube, watching all the videos and learning things from other YouTubers, and it just brought me so much satisfaction. And widowed mom raising 2 sons, I thought they were so interesting, and they're average people that have these average lives and they're struggling to get by, and I just admire them. And oh, let's see, I have to really write down all the names, but the one, oh, Brittany Vassar, that was like one of the ones I really was attracted to, who helped me get organized. She is like on the top of the top of the top. She's up there. She has like over 1 million subscribers, but she's really good. Her videos are short, but I learned so much, like in organization skills. You wouldn't know it by my table right now. However, I learned a lot from her. And there's some new ones that I'm really keeping my eye on. I think they're very sweet. And I can't tell you who, because it'll give it away, this thing I'm working on. So I want you to try to guess. And like I said, right or wrong, I'm going to put your name in. I'll give it till 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and I'll look them over and put them in, and tomorrow night I'm going to call a winner. So this is the frame, and it's drying. And I decided to put, I'm not going to let you see all the, real quick, I know it's backwards, but I've got the pretty color M&M letters. M&M's, 3D. Oh my gosh, I forgot already. Oh my goodness. M&M's 3D rocks. Okay, what I did was I wrote down all the ones that of the channels that I can think of in my mind that I watch. I quickly wrote them down, because sometimes when you're on video, your mind just goes blank. Well, maybe not you guys, but I do. So Brittany Vassar, she taught me a lot of organization skills. She has a cute little son. She gives you a lot of good dollar store advice, like what are good products at dollar store and what are duds. And then I love Widowed Mom, and you guys all know that. And another one that I never mentioned to you, but I really love her. Her channel is called CHER&CHARLIES. She's a Cuban lady. She's so adorable, and she does the coolest crafts, honestly, that I have ever seen. Sorry about that. Somebody called me. The CHER&CHARLIES, you got to check her out. She has the best personality, and she does the neatest crafts from these things that she picks up. It's just unbelievable. Jan Crenson. She is off right now, but I have been watching her for months. She has over 60,000 subscribers, and she is unbelievable with her cooking. She has a cute little husband that comes on once in a while, and they do taste testing, which is hysterical. She's out right now getting some medical work done, but she's coming back. I've made like several of her recipes. She makes it look so easy, but she makes great food. Sandra over 60, I mentioned that to you before, and this new one, Marianne after 60. I'm not sure if that's the full name, but I'll find out and I'll let you know tomorrow. So what I'm going to do let's go over here. I'm going to take this frame, and it's still a little tacky, and I've got my letters, my colored letters, and my table is a mess. And I am going to, with my little thing of trinkets, and decide what if I need to write everything on there. And I think I'm going to use some of these gold letters. You know what? I'm going to see if I can turn this around. There you are. I'm going to finish this tomorrow, and at tomorrow afternoon I will be on. And like I said, if you guess it, great, you're going in the bucket. If you guess wrong, that's okay. I'm still going to put your name in there if you comment, because like I said, I'm watching you. Watch me. Thank you for watching, and I think you're going to love this when I'm done, and I'll let you know who this is for. I hope someone out there guesses, because I would like for you to watch this person. She's adorable, and she's very uplifting. So thank you for watching. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit the bell so that you can be notified when I put a video up. Okay, take care. Pray for me, and I'll pray for you.